with a journey beyond the bounds of sanity in Edgar Allan Poe's Berenice.
Misery is manifold. The wretchedness of earth is multiform. I found myself sitting in the library and again sitting there alone. It seemed that I had newly awakened from a confused and exciting dream. I knew that it was now midnight, and I was well aware that since the setting of the sun, Berenice had been interred. But of that dreary period which intervened, I had no positive, no definite comprehension. Yet its memory was replete with horror, horror more horrible from being vague, and terror more terrible from ambiguity, while ever and anon, like the spirit of a departed sound, the shrill and piercing shriek of a female voice seemed to be ringing in my ears. I have done a deed. What was it? I asked myself the question aloud, and the whispering echoes of the chamber answered me. What was it? On the table beside me burned a lamp, and near it lay a little box. It was of no remarkable character, and I had seen it frequently before, for it was the property of the family physician. But how came it there? Upon my table, and why did I shudder in regarding it? There came a light tap at the library door, and, pale as the tenant of a tomb, a menial entered upon tiptoe. Her looks were wild with terror, and she spoke to me in a voice tremulous, husky, and very low. What said she? She told me of
a wild cry disturbing the silence of the night. Search in the direction of the sound.
Then her tones grew thrillingly distinct as she whispered me of
a violated grave. Of disfigured body, enshrouded yet still breathing, still palpitating, still alive.
She pointed to my garments. They were muddy and clotted with gore. I spoke not, and she took me gently by the hand. It was indented with the impress of human nails. She directed my attention to some object against the wall. I looked at it for some minutes. It was a spade. With a shriek, I bounded to the table and grasped the box that lay upon it. But I could not force it open, and in my tremor, it slipped from my hands and fell heavily, and burst into pieces, and from it, with a rattling sound, there rolled out some instruments of dental surgery, intermingled with 32 small, white and ivory-looking substances that were scattered to and fro about the floor.